There's a beautiful day headed your way. Keep your head up, up, up. You'll be okay. A beautiful day waiting for you. Just open your eyes. You'll see it's true. Good times, sunshine, gonna be here in no time now. Bad times, gray skies, push them all away, turn them upside down. You're gonna break new ground, turn everything around. You're gonna live your life. There's a beautiful day headed your way. Keep your head up, up, up. You'll be okay. Beautiful day waiting for you. Just open your eyes. You'll see it's true. A beautiful day.
Welcome back to the Booga Box live stream. It's Monday, Medium Project Monday. Hope everybody had a good weekend. Get in there, drawer. That drawer keeps popping out on me. But like I said, I hope everybody had a good weekend. We're going to continue working on our little wormhole cube. This is the one I redid. I pulled apart the pink and the yellow one, rebuilding those now. But this is, I finally got the size I think it's going to work well. So these will have to still come apart once I get the other ones built, but that's what we're working on tonight. So, let's see here. Gotta get some music going. And then get the camera going. And I'm gonna get feedback. Did I catch it in time? Maybe not. Feedback, hopefully. It has been a weekend for sure. Alright, let's get moved over here. Alright, I think we're ready to go. Running a little behind today on getting set up, but getting there. But like I said, I hope everybody had a good weekend. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff with the Booga Box. Find us on YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook. So, get that little quick bits out of the way. Like I said, I hope everybody's having a good night, good weekend. Actually, it started out pretty decent weekend. Friday afternoon, kind of lateish afternoon actually. The son got his call from doctor saying that he's good to go. He seems to be doing good, and he went in today and had all his external ports removed. So he'll be able to finally, I don't know if he'll be able to sleep well tonight, but he should start getting some good sleep. He hadn't been able to sleep, with having this big old thing just attached to his chest area. So he couldn't ever sleep on it, hard to take showers. It was just a pain in the butt. He's had it for the past 5-ish weeks, 6 weeks. So that came out today, and he's feeling pretty good other than that, but he really wasn't feeling bad when they noticed the problem, so. But that, that kind of started our Friday night, so that kind of helped things. Saturday, Friday I still got a little bit of laser stuff done. The orders, I didn't get any testing done that I wanted to do. Though I did get some graphics done. And then I did spend some time looking at pictures and videos of the band trip the kids are on. Well, they got back late last night, earliest, around 8 last night, I guess. So they got back from the trip, they had a good time. They got a Superior 1 rating at their Music in the Parks competition, so good for them. And so actually when it came to Sunday, yesterday, I basically pretty much did nothing. I wanted to do some things, but it was just kind of one of those days where you just didn't feel like doing anything. I couldn't get motivated to do much, and I still actually did quite a bit of stuff in all reality, but again, nothing that was planned, and nothing that was like, I don't want to say not good, but nothing improvement for the family, the house, etc. I just kind of played. So I was setting up racing on our racing team, and doing some testing because I'm going to run a series for them for this next endurance season. And there's quite a bit of work involved when it comes into doing one of those. I knew it was going to be some, but a lot more than I was expecting. So, alright, there's that one. So, we got the pink. We now got the yellow. Like I said, we'll have to pull these apart because I just did this so I could get a good width test now that we're on this top camera. Because I need something that was going to fit right on top of those there. So, I think I've got a pretty good line going here. So, we're going to hope, and everything so far is measuring right. We'll find out. Let's see, where am I at on this one here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, yeah, we're on the final. This is the one I had to pull apart. That's right. The purple one I'll have an extra row to do because I haven't done nothing with the purple since we built it that far. So, come through and get this next one done. And I'm hoping, we're still pretty, I mean, we're only like probably 5 minutes into today's stream, so there's not a ton of work left here. Now, I did spend probably a good hour and a half today, maybe 2, kind of going through these and getting them caught up. Pulling this one apart, built these other 2, finished them up to get them involved. Alright, let's see here. We want you to go that way, right? Yeah. So I did get some done today, but I did get nothing really. I think maybe an hour and 15 minutes on the inlay this weekend. I was hoping to get much more done on that this weekend, but did I put that one on wrong? No, there we go. Every time I'd start getting into it, you know, the first time it was like get the camera set up, and I was getting ready to sit down, and laundry got done. So I took care of some of that. Then I'd kind of get ready to get going again. Then, all right, I need to take care of the kitchen, some more laundry. It was every time I'd sit down to try to do some, I'd most get like 20 minutes on it, and then something else would come up that I have to go take care of. So that kind of kept me on my toes there. And none on the inlay. Hoping I can get some done tomorrow. I don't have any orders for laser tomorrow, which I guess is good in a way, but I'm hoping that means I can get some testing done. Is that going through right? But since no orders, like I said, I'm hoping I can get some testing done. If I don't do testing, I can do the yeah, that's right. Work on the inlay some, but I don't know. Again, I need to get some lawn work done, so I might try to spread it out, and a lot of it will depend on weather, I guess, too, because I don't do good in the heat. Can't do much in the heat, so kind of have to regulate. But so I do, like I said, I hope I can get some more done on that. I think I got at least 3 more lines done probably within that hour or 15-ish. I might get another line done. I'm not quite sure. I didn't count them. I was going to work on them today, but I wanted to get more of this done, so I went ahead early this morning, went ahead and put it up out of the way so that it wouldn't distract me and keep me preoccupied. Which I'd kind of, again, thought about several times, going, man, I just, So again, this week, Wednesday night, instead of small project night, we might end up working on that again, because I really want to finish it up here within, I wanted to have it done by this Thursday, and I could have. Like I said, I'm probably down to about 9 hours now, maybe 8 hours, so there's not a whole lot of work to do on it. Like I've said a couple times here, well, many times over the last many months, I think it's the way I'm videotaping it and trying to do the time lapse, because I can get a lot more stuff done when I'm not having to worry about the cameras. It was just like today working on this without having to worry about the cameras. I started working on it at one point. I got like 4 rings in, and the wife was hollering for me, so put it up. I think it was probably a good half an hour before I made it back down here again. That's normally what happens, though. I'll get called for something to do something upstairs. Normally a couple quick minute job, type thing. But I'll get preoccupied up there, doing this or doing that, because I'll see this or that, and it's like, okay, let's just do the kitchen or this and that. Though the daughter is rearranging her room, and tonight after the stream, I will be going up there and remounting her TV onto a different wall. She's got a new bed coming, so she wants to redo all that, so I got that to get done tonight. It shouldn't be too hard. I mean, I've hung several of these things through the years, so. But other than that, not a whole lot of planned for this week. We weren't sure what was going to be going on with the boy, so I didn't have a whole lot of plans going. The band stuff done. Now I do have some band work I need to do, but it's all online, back-end website stuff. I need to do that for my own website, but we got new officers moving into the board. We were kind of holding off on doing some of this stuff till after the trip. So they're back from the trip, and we're trying to, it's the end of the year thing. New board members taking over, so I got a little bit of work I'll need to do into that, and then get used to working with the new members, the new board members. There's always, through the years I've had many band presidents I've had to work with. Most of them have all been really, really good, so that's a good thing. Alright, this one's now done. So we'll have a couple extra rows to do on the purple one to get it caught up, but that makes us up to 5. One more. I need to find my purple rings. Here they are. So yeah, we should easily probably start working on putting on some more sides here. And once we get into that, I don't know exactly how this is all going to play out. Once we get in here, I might have to pull it apart and make some more changes. I don't know yet. It's kind of neat if I kind of give it a twist. Kind of off camera there doing that play work, but we'll see how it goes. And like everything else, we've kind of had to redesign this. I don't know what we're up to, 3rd, 4th time now since I started. Most of it has been off stream, but alright, let's see here, mixture 1, 2, 3, so yeah, we need 2 more rows of these, so this will be a little bit of work. Got 2 of these, so basically 3 more rows, 63 rings. I think I got 21 rings per row is what I'm currently going with. At one point when I first started early on this, I started with 20. It was too tight. Once I especially got to the center, I knew it was not going to work. Then I went to 22 and it was too loose. So 21 seemed to be the happy medium for the most part. Hopefully I'm in camera view here. Oh, it flipped on me. Right, since the last time I looked, it has flipped. Well, and yesterday, I didn't do much, like I said, when it comes to chainmail or laser stuff. I did a little bit of business-wise, like I said, with graphics, but when I was working with the graphics, I was also working on some graphics for the racing team I'm on. But now, like, I'm hosting that, so we had a race last night I had to host. And we stream it to a team channel on Facebook or on YouTube. It was definitely different. I mean, I'm a little weird on doing my own streams here, so it's all a little different anyway here. But then doing that one was extremely different too, because here I can just kind of jibber jabber. There, kind of need to stick to the race per se. So I was kind of having to be a color commentary man in a way. And it was definitely different. I didn't want to talk too much, but I guess I need to talk more. I didn't want to over talk other drivers, when they're telling other team members, hey, I'm coming up on your outside or something like that. But it was fun. It was different. So, I wanted to give, oh, by the way, before I forget, today is my sister's birthday. And so happy birthday out to my sister. She lives out in New Jersey now. She moved there a few years ago. So I want to give her a shout out. And one of our team members on our racing team, Bagger Jay, his birthday's today. So he's the guy that had actually been running our endurance series for the longest time. Did an excellent job. He was getting a little burnt out on it. and didn't want to kind of do them anymore. We had another team member step up. He did one series this last series he did, and I was like, you know what, I don't want anybody else to. I don't want anybody to get burnt out on it either, and I'm sure it's a thing, and now I know it's definitely a thing. But I was like, why not? Give it a try. I haven't tried it. I'll give it a shot. Try to help the team out a little bit. Now, I talk about a race team. I know it's a game, and people do realize it's a game, but it is a little more serious per se. I mean, when we're talking the game, I've played these types of games, and the ones I'm on the team with for years, Gran Turismo. I've only ever played the offline version of it, and I'd get bored with it actually fairly quickly. I'd buy the game, I'd go through it, I'd spend a month or so playing here and there to kind of get everything that you could possibly kind of get for offline gameplay, and it was always kind of easy in a way. You could turn up the difficulty, but it was still not hard per se. Sometimes it'd be a little challenging. But then when I started noticing the online stuff and actually what got me drawn into it was a crunching member of mine for the Boeing crunching team I'm on. He's one of the founders of this team, and he was showing me some videos and stuff, and I was like, I played that all the time back then, but I was watching the video they were doing on YouTube, and it was like, yeah, I played the game, but not like that, because these guys were good. And so it kind of got me hooked and started joining the team, and I've become much better driver on the game. Again, I know it's a game, but there is a lot of technical stuff. And to be honest, it kind of takes away my missing of RC racing. I still miss my RC racing, don't get me wrong. But it does kind of help quail that desire for RC racing. And it is cheaper than RC racing, even buying the unit and everything like that. Because a kit for RC racing, you're looking $400 easy. Then you gotta buy all your electrics. They have ready to runs, and some places run ready to run classes. And those the bandits and stuff like that, they're good. But if you want the professional racing stuff, it gets quite expensive. I spent way too much money through the years on it when I was doing racing, going to regionals, and got invited to a national, but never did go to it. It's going to just cost way too much money to go to it. But I enjoyed it. But this does help, kind of gives that urge to race, kind of dies it down a little bit, I still have some RC cars. I play around with them. Not I don't have the equipment to go racing and be, I could have fun, don't get me wrong. But sometimes you want to be competitive. And I wouldn't be able to be competitive with what I currently have, so I would still have fun. But that's why I just take them out and have my own fun around the neighborhood, or, I'll cruise up to school. The drone, again, helps with my RC addiction. It was my uncle years ago when I was in middle school. Took me and my last spring, me and my sister. He raced RC boats, and that kind of put it in me. And ever since then, I've always liked RC stuff. And then as I got older, realizing the more professional stuff that's out there, it got a little crazy, and yeah. Needless to say, it's not cheap. Neither is chainmail. When I'm putting in orders that could buy me another car. Alright, another row here. I'm putting off the side. They're got a little group of the slightly lighter purples. Probably for sure can't tell from that camera, but I have a few slightly. They're more like the bigger rings. Like I said, the smaller my rings go, the brighter the purples have become. Especially here as of late. But sometimes I might have a few of these colors that I've had for a couple years because I haven't used that exact size and that exact color. And if I need to re-get it, the color might be a little different the next time, 1, 2, 3. Okay. It's like, am I adding another extra? We got one more of these, and then we'll have one more row of same size, different gauge. We're going to go down a gauge. I wanted more room for the center where I'll be connecting rings. And when I did the first one all the way out, even though it was too long, I noticed that the 16 gauge rings were just not going to work for my connectors. If I was going to go that route, I probably could have made it work and be okay if I went and skipped. How instead of doing a 4 and 1 and you're going through every 2, I probably would have skipped every other one, which I was just getting ready to do. So it would have my total ring count, but then I think that was going to be too much. So then I thought about every 3rd one or something. So then I was like, well, why not just lower the gauge? I think that will fix the issue of the bunching, since I'll be a little bit smaller, give it a little bit more room. And I think it did a pretty well job so far. Again, that could still change once we actually start putting this thing together, because, again, since I've never done anything like this, I have I've done rounds, but the way I'm, in particular, putting this one together, I haven't done, so we'll see how it works. Hopefully I can get it tight enough that I'll be happy with it. That's always been my concern since beginning this. I'm like, if these things don't line up just right, and I can't get the right ring size in there, it's going to be a little floppity. And I want it to be fairly rigid. So I might have to do a few other things to it. I don't know yet. Again, once we get there, we'll see what we have to do. I just never know. Kind of like the other project that I've got working on, that I've been working on for coming up on 7 years now. Though I haven't worked, I was there for about 3 years. I did nothing to it. It just kind of sat in the box. I kept looking at it going, I want to work on you. Now, since then, I've gotten different equipment and things that are going to make it easier. So I've gotten a little work here and there done on it. I don't want to show it though. Like I said, it was talked about one time early on in the stream. And I don't talk about it again because I don't want to, so far it is really cool. I like how it's come out. Different. I've seen something like it, but I did not at all like the way it came together for the picture I was looking at. And so that's why I'm kind of like, this one's going to be different. I don't want to talk about it till it's done. If it ever gets done, we'll see. Who knows? It might be one of those projects, 10 years from now I'm still working on. Because it could happen. I've got a graphic that I'm actually been working on for 14 years. Twice at least, if not more times a year, I'll pull it out for a day or two and play with it. Because, over time when you're messing with graphics, you're going to learn a little bit here, you're going to learn a little bit there, because I'm not trained in any graphic stuff. It's all trial and error with me. Things that I could never get to work, 2 years later, finally start clicking. And, hey, okay. So I always pull out this graphic. It's a old graphic that the school used, the band used for their thing, and I'll pull it out on occasion because they had upgraded it once and they got new uniforms again, and it never got updated, so I updated it, and I liked it. There were still some little things I wanted to fix, and I've been working on the little things here through the years. But then, 4 years ago now, they got new uniforms. So I had to restart the whole picture thing again, because it's kind of a design that spells out pride, but with band people in uniform kind of thing. Now, I imagine I should be able to kind of do what I'm doing now a little quicker this time. First time when I was making the feet and the legs and all the parts, it was a good project to work on, because it did make me learn a lot about the programs that I was working with. And so, a lot of what's there I could probably easily redo again. Okay. Forgot where I was and got unlevel. A few more here. Where are we at anyway? 24 minutes in? Sweet. Yeah. And we should be able to get all these done and started put together. Now, How long that will take once we get to the putting together part, we'll see. I don't have another project lined up, though, for medium project night. This kind of came out of nowhere, and I mean, actually, the last several have. We did the tic-tac-toe board before this, and that was kind of out of the blue. Nothing I was planning on doing. It just happened to be something I thought of that I've been wanting to do for a while and totally kept forgetting about it. And it was like, hey, well, and plus I was trying to figure out something to do with the blue rings that I had. Excuse me, I had a lot of blue rings. I think that was just row 4. Let me double check. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, that was 5, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, yeah, I guess that was the final row. Losing track of myself. So now we're going to change and go to the next, like I said, smaller gauge. And I need a key ring. I'm using 1-inch key rings as my centers. Just what I had on hand, it seemed to work. I was going to make up my own. I was going to make 1-inch inner diameter. These are 1-inch outer diameter. So it kind of changed the proportions a little bit compared to what I was planning on doing. But I think these are going to end up working out better. And I might still change it. If I do another one of these rings, these outer rings that I'm using are nowhere near what I would use to make a tutorial or do another one of these for, because they were all different sizes. And I have a better supplier for 4-inch rings. So if I do another one, I'm going to do them on those rings so I can get a better idea. And I could possibly change up that center ring still. Again, only if I do another one. I don't know. It depends on if anybody likes this. If somebody ends up asking, or if I get several people to ask about maybe a tutorial or something for it, then I would have to consider doing another one just so I could do a tutorial. So I could change it up a little bit then. But who knows what's going to happen. Like I said, this might not even work by the time I'm done. This could end up going into the junk mail pile. Who knows? Well, it wouldn't go there. I'd pull it apart enough where I could build something as rounds anyway. Alright. So, get this one together, then actually we'll have to start weaving them, take that apart and start weaving it together. So, yes, we're moving along at a better pace. I was kind of worried earlier today. I was like, man, I wanted to be further along. I guess I'm further along than I thought. But I did. I got set up early. I ended up working about 15-20 minutes before the stream. On most of this, I got up a couple little quick moments here and there, grabbed my drink and etc. But for the most part, everything was going pretty smoothly. So I was working on the others, getting those pulled apart. I forgot to, forgot to put the center ring through. It's gonna help since that's what I need to have working. Alright. So I got the birthdays out there. Now I did forget. Crap, I keep forgetting. I think because it was last weekend. It was my stepmom's birthday. I remembered my mom's birthday though. Almost. Well, I did remember it, but I almost forgot. I always forget hers. Hers is always a hard time to remember for me. Anything in May, April, May. Like I said, I get so busy doing the band stuff, things just, and even before that, I have a hard time remembering my mom's for some reason. And it's just because by then, once I started getting a little bit older and had my son, whose birthday was just on the 23rd, so I had a lot of birthdays to remember at this point in the year. I'm sure when the grandkids are anymore. All I know is with the grandkids' birthdays is I get a thing that says, hey, do you want to come to a party? And it's like, hey, grandkids' birthday's coming up. I have a hard enough time remembering my own birthday. A few years ago, I think the kids had to remind me, your birthday's here in like 2 days, right? I was like, oh yeah, it is, isn't it? And I think once I hit 25, it was like, that's enough birthday counting. I think that was the last time I had a birthday drink. I've had a few drinks after that point, but that's the other thing that's kind of weird. Tracy, just wanted to hop on and thank you from a beautiful cow dugout. No problem. Crow. I've read that as cow. Crow dugout. No problem. I was hoping to find bigger crows, and I think I found some that I can manipulate a little better to fit on that. The problem with it is the how much room you have to do it all on. It's so much taller than it was wider. It's finding the right graphics sometimes, because dragons work really well on those. Anything that's really rectangular. Dragons, honeybee type stuff work really well. But I did like how that came out. I had to... no, I put that... I had a test piece that I had a piece of wood in there that I had like probably 8 different crows on that I was testing out to see which ones would look better in grid. And some things don't always look the same as a graphic until you put it as a laser etched item. Sometimes they just don't quite transfer. I'm getting better and better at identifying what will probably work and what might not work. But I know when I was working on the crow, I had to try a few different ones, because I just didn't like the first ones that were coming out. And I did enjoy it though. It gave me some more testing experience. I got another thing. I guess I do have another laser object thing for Mike. He's a friend of mine for years. He wants me to do an LED light, but it's going to be in a different sort of fashion than I have done before, because with my old laser I couldn't use filtering, which is what gives you a better etch for real things. It gives you more of a 3D effect, I guess. My old laser was basically always power on, power off, and you could do it like a dot matrix to do a semi-delta. But with the new one, you actually get power deltering throughout the range, so that's the other thing I've got to test. So, but I'm glad you liked it. Like I said, I got all kinds of different laser etching things I've got going on, and if you have any ideas on something you might want to see, if you're like, hey, I'd like to do something like this, that would be laser etched for somebody as a present or something. If it's not something I currently have in stock, still drop me a line, let me know what you're looking for. I'm more than willing to try to help out, see if I can find it at a decent price that I can get it to you for, and get it laser etched and all that stuff. So, now I do like working with stuff that I have multiple things of. I do, I have done a few personal items of people's and laser etched them up. That is more difficult and a little more nerve-wracking, because it's not something, if you totally screw it up, you can't just buy another one per se sometimes. And so I let people know I've done it, and I let them know. I was like, this is kind of a one thing. Once it starts, it's pretty much work or not. I mean, you can't stop and reset. Once you start laser etching, you pretty much let it finish, as long as you're not burning down the house or something, but you let it do its job, and if it doesn't work right, you kind of like, you try to make it work. But so those type of projects, I'd still do them on occasion, but I'd let people know, what could happen, what we could do to fix it if something like this does happen. But if it's something, that I can go find now, it's not an heirloom piece or something like that, I'm still willing to do that too. Because sometimes, it was actually the dugouts that I've been doing here lately, was somebody else was like, hey man, you can do laser etching on wood, right? And I was like, oh yeah, no problem. Hey, I got this. You think you could do something like this? And then I did some searching, found out some blanks that I could find, and so, it was just a matter of doing a little bit of digging, found what I did, and so now I actually have those in stock and can make them up anytime. So I do thank you for dropping in, Tracy, and saying thank you and all that. I do appreciate it. glad I seen your message. I sometimes have messages missing. It does seem like I have more particular with John missing text for some reason. I know he's been a little busy though. He's gotten him a new job, and so getting a little preoccupied. I get it. I have been that way myself, so I do appreciate anybody that can drop in whenever you can. You don't have to stay for full streams, but it's good to have anybody drop in and say hey. I appreciate it. Alrighty, so that one's done. So that makes us time to start putting together. How much time we got? Yeah, 35. I will be ending at right at our hour tonight because, like I said, I need to go to see if I can get this TV moved on the wall tonight before she goes to bed. Alrighty, so now let's pull this one apart. Put it all together. Now I got to pull it all apart. Part of the process of chainmail, though. This one I am going to have to get close to see the my closures, though. I'm using 5/32 for these, and I'm gonna have to open that up. Maybe a lot smaller ring. I definitely have to see it better. Like I said, this is how I'm normally chainmailing. If you can see in the little camera, I'm normally right up on my piece and working it up in my face, or I'm leaning down here. That's the old eyes. Come on. These are a little snug, but I do want them to be that way, so it does make it a little more difficult anyway to get them on and off, but trying to make it the snuggest I can because I'd like to be able to hang it at an angle on like one of the corner areas, so you kind of get an upper portion and a down portion area that you can look through. Again, that's only if I can get it tight enough. If for some reason, come on, where you at? I have a few other ideas to do in case I can't get it quite as tight as I like. I don't necessarily want to use one of them because that kind of, I like to have it all chainmail if at all possible. I don't want to put in any extras. I mean, my chainions, yeah, they do use an insert. My dice, yes, they use an insert. But I do like, if I can do it without doing any of that, I'd much rather. And sometimes you can, sometimes you can't. Just kind of depends. And so, yeah, let me grab. Getting a tight fit here already. This is what's going to be the more difficult part, I think, of this, is getting all these final put together. Because, actually, I probably should just unconnect one's, well, no, because that ring's already on there. So, yeah, all these got to come out. Yeah, brain fart. Oh, where you at? Come on. Yeah, I'm definitely got to get close to see these. A little easier to actually see closures on the anodized because you know, sometimes you'll get a little silver area that you can kind of see through, and that's just kind of the nature of chainmail, though. I mean, you're always going to have, you know, the way that they're made when you're using anodized. Now, if I'm anodizing my own titanium or niobium, that's a totally different story because I cut and do all that myself. So, and I can anodize those after they've been cut, which makes their ends nice and neat, which makes nice jewelry. Don't get me, you know, but it is more expensive. I mean, niobium titanium is not cheap for sure. All right, getting here. I should have pulled this apart before the stream, but I was pulling the other thing apart, so. Where you at? I've already won around you once. You know, it's good when you can't find the closure, but it also sucks. There it is. Because it's like, hey, that's a good closure. I can't find it. But I gotta find it because I need to open it. Darn it. Alright, so that one's ready now. Yeah. Basically, I'll be down to them all being the same, and then we'll start connecting. Because I'm going to have to build, now that I think about it, I'm going to have to build a side. Yeah, I'm going to have to do all the sides first and then come in for the end piece. Since all of our centers are already put onto their pieces. Come on, where you at? Quick check. Is that it? No. I'll tell you, these rings had a nice cut on them because they are more difficult to find than any of my other rings. It's probably 30 seconds. I believe, no, these are anodized 5/32. So I was going to say, I think they're mine, but I've got some 5/32, 3/16, all kinds of different 1/8 that I've made up myself. So I've got a ton of my own, but I do keep those separate in different areas, just so I know what product I'm working with. Because sometimes it's hard to tell between anodized aluminum and it's clear, like these silvers, or just regular bright aluminum. Which they can look the same if you're not careful and kind of know what to look for. But normally I don't have to worry about thinking about that because, like I said, I keep all my stuff separate, even from different manufacturers. When it comes to my rings, all my TRL stuff's in its own thing. We've got males here, you know. Everybody's got their own little section. My other sections are smaller because I've been working with TRL longer than anybody else, but I'm starting to slowly grow some of my other boxes. Alright, so I guess I need to figure out a color scheme here. Let me think here. I guess if I go with my two color darkests as my ends, and then the lighter colors between. Let's see here. How would that? Yeah, hang on. So we'll go that route. This will be the top. That's my end. So we need to come through. Get these flip back through, and these are going to connect. Doesn't necessarily matter. It's the first connection. They just need to go together, and then come to the side later when I move it there. Then I'll have to start counting my gaps between, and I'm kind of debating on some of that too, because I can't evenly split 21 by 4. So when I put these before, we went 5, 5, 5, 6 was my gap differential. I don't know if I'm gonna have to maybe do that differently now or not. So let's see here. That's number 1. If I go to the bottom one now, what was my bottom? Oh, this was the bottom. So that in the bottom. This is gonna be the harder part, getting all this to stay where I want it while I'm trying to do this. I'll do this one here. So this needs to pop it through. We're going to come up 5 on this one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and put it there. And then hook it to, doesn't matter on this one because it's the first one that it's grabbed. Alright, so like I said, I hope I can do all this. I'm unsure, because I will be working in some tight little places when I get to the end of this, for sure. I might have to pull out my smaller pliers to get into places. Alright, so that one's there. And so I need to also connect. I put it on wrong. I was like, man, that seems awful tight. Let's see if I can pull it out of here now. Come on, where you at? I didn't get a good... I didn't think I got a good closure on you, but I guess I did, because I can't find it. There it is. Like I said, this is going to be the hardest part, this last little bit. Fitting everything through, especially the proper way. Alright, so we open that one up a little bit more. Glue that one on the end. This one doesn't matter. Count out 5. And I think that's where I need to. I went through backwards last time, so this way I should be able to hook right in. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I need in between these this way. Oh, no, get off of there. Alright. Now, let's see if that one worked. Alright, so down, and you're here. And you would flip more that way. So that's where we're at on those. So now we need to do the pink, or the dark rose. We'll connect it to blue first, I guess. Let's try this. Trying all kinds of new things here. Get this finished up. We'll just grab whichever one. Now I'm going to connect through, so I want to grab it this way. And we're going to come up through fifth one again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Definitely going to be at a camera view for this, but this is going to be already more difficult than I was thinking it was going to be. I thought I was going to have more room here, but it is what it is. We'll try to make her work. Alright, so come up there. Then we're going to have to come through on 5 and 5. Open this ring just a bit more. Alright, so we need to come off of that one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come on. I'll go with the other rings. Double count here. 3, 4, 5. Got 5. Cool. We're good there. Need you to come up. And then this is going to be the more difficult part here. 1, 2, 3. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I can see that. Okay, yeah. I might have to rethink this. Let's see here. Okay. Need to figure out if I can. Some of this is wanting to tweak on me. That's this way. That's how all this goes. So if I want to, I need to pull up. Let's grab 1, 2. That's not quite where I want. Alright, let's try it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's get in between. Come on. I knew it was going to be difficult. I didn't think it was going to be this difficult. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Need to be between these two. Oh, come on. Don't fall out. You're right where I need you to be. The pliers. Hope it's right, because that was much more difficult than I was figuring. So blue's on the outside, yellow is my downside, so it should come up like this. So we're kind of getting there. I need to put in this top one, I guess, next. So orange up here to that. gonna get a little hairy here. It's gonna be difficult. Where we at on our time? We got plenty of time. Cool. Well, we're about 10 minutes out. I don't know if we'll actually get it all together. We're gonna try to see how much we can get together though. So this ain't gonna matter which one I grab here. And then I need to make sure I come down there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like I said, this is going to be the hard part. I'm going to figure out, because I need this flip up and still be able to get to the center. Everything else in the way. Make sure I put it in the right spot also. Is this going to come here? So I need to come through that way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Move you. Oh, come on. You're right there. You want to. Nope, you don't. I lost the ring. Dang it. Now, I probably need to open that ring up a little bit more too. It seemed to work a little better when it was wider. Alright, let's try this again. So we need to get in between these two going this way. Oh, dang it. Alright, let's try it this way. Let's put it through here first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, let's see. Can I grab it? And then I dropped my other one. Alright. Whew. It's getting warm down here. I guess the air conditioner must shut off. And this one's not going to necessarily matter which one I grab onto to the first one. Problem is, can I get it attached? Let's see, can I hold it that? No. Do it that way. Not giving me enough room. Open up. Let's try. I'm having that problem already now. I can't imagine the issue I'm going to have when I get to that center there. Can I grab it from the backside maybe? Okay. Oh, you're almost there, dude. I don't want it to be this difficult per se, but I screwed that ring up. I figured I might. So I did want to get more done. How much more time? It's got 8 minutes. I'll be fighting with this thing for probably all of that time. Alright. Because even if I put them on the outside here, they're still going to want to twist. And I'd rather wait till I get all my centers done before I start connecting my outsides in case I need to twist them one way or the other to get them straight. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's get in between you again. Alright. Step 1 of a billion trillion steps. Alright, that's perfect. Because if I'm having this problem now, I can't imagine what's going to be like trying to get that last one in here. That's going to be a no fun thing. I can already imagine. I don't know if I'll wait to it till next stream or not. Kind of depends on how the week goes, I guess. Come on. I just cannot. It wants to flip unless I grab it. Come on, grab the proper rings. Now I'd like y'all to kind of give me a little separation, maybe. You're right there. I can see you. But you are wanting to go through 2 rings. Oh. Come on, you're right there. You're right there, you want to. Oh, I think I might have got it. Let me, got it closed, but I need a good closure. So. Alright. Well, that was a pain. Now I got to connect it to the others. So, kind of where we're going here. These were to stretch out and connect to their outer side. So I need now to connect each one of my sides. Fun, 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 isn't it? Alrighty, let me ring here. Good open ring. Alright. Now I'm going to go side to side. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come on through. Maybe. I lost count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like that. Alright. You're good. Now, I gotta find number 5 on you down here. I don't know if I can grab the ring. There, that might help. Alright. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I need to come in between and hit right there. Almost. Don't lose my ring, please. No! I can keep enough tension, but I can't get into it. That's the issue, is being able to grab it all. Let's see here. That's a stubby little fit. I dropped it again, dang it. Oh, it's staying where I need it, so that's been a good thing, but being able to see everything through the layers of rings is not easy. Yeah, that ain't gonna work that way either. Grab 2 rings. Alright, maybe this way. Ow. I got a beard whisker put in the pliers. When I was twisting, I was like, I'm not letting go. So I'm going to have to live with it. Alright, so I guess that one's pretty decent. Now over to this side. Yeah, this is a lot more difficult than I was expecting it to be. I thought I was going to get a little more room in the grip. Now, maybe once it finally pulls out tight and it's not wanting to flop in on itself, it'll look better and easier to control, but as it stands right now, a lot more difficult than I was expecting it to be. I mean, I've had difficult pieces, so, I mean, it's not going to deter me, for sure. Alright, so, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on you. You can get this ring through. And we want to be on which side of you now? Yeah, you don't need on that side, ring. Come on, go back over. Alright. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right there. Do not grab that ring. Do not flip through that ring. Can I fit up through here? Maybe. Oh. Alright. Keep it right there. Try to get a better hold. And now we need to come up through this one. Oh, you stupid ring. Whenever I try to push it from the bottom, I'm pushing another ring up over it, and I need to come up on the back side of that. I don't know if I can... Yeah, that ain't gonna work. Let's try wiggling back up through here. And then... Okay, yeah, this is going to be way more difficult than I thought. So I need to connect these two side to side. Right there, kind of, and I just can't... you know what, let me try something real quick. We might have to pull these out later, but maybe if I can get my edges, maybe... Yeah, I'm going to need the 3/16s for those anyway. Maybe if I put up all these outside ones, can get it kind of held together as the box, and maybe that'll give me a little bit area more to get down in there, and then I can come through and pull these out if I need to. But, well, I will, because like I said, I'm going to have to, I got to make sure I get a good twist the right way on these things, so, because if not, that's going to want to pull it tighter, so I got to have a nice, kind of a 90-degree right there. So if we go... Let's try this. Oh, don't fall, ring. Oh, I got you. That was kind of crazy luck, I think. But I think they might be too small. I have to go with larger rings here, probably. Oh, and there we go. Let me put it on, and then we'll see how. I might actually want to use stainless for these, so they don't have as much pliability there. Because then if I was to, again, come up with these here, let me check 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so these come there. I don't have one on that side, but I do need to kind of keep it in the row. This one here should be it. Oh, and I didn't have a ring out ready. Oh, that sucks. Can I kind of use this temporarily, maybe? We'll see. That's where the ring needs to go through. Where we at here? Oh crap, we are already over an hour. That's a bummer. Well, I'm going to put this ring in, then we'll go ahead and call her quits for tonight. I do want to thank everybody for joining me, though. I do appreciate it. Very much so. Even if it's just for a few minutes to drop in and say, hey, you know, all of it's good. Don't forget to give us the likes, share, subscribes, all that good stuff. Get us in their algorithms better to show us out there to more people. We stream every Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Alright, so we're kind of getting there. You're kind of seeing what I'm thinking. See how it kind of, when it wants to twist, so then I'll connect these two up. Yeah, it's going to actually be a lot taunter than I thought. So, kind of getting there. You can kind of almost see through the center. So we're kind of getting there. But we're going to go ahead and let me flip over here. And back up to my face cam. The old scary face cam. Ooh. Anyway, I do thank you all for joining me, even if it's just for a little bit, or if you are watching it later, I do appreciate that too. You can make comments any other times. Drop me a line if you got any questions about anything chainmail related, or if you have questions for any of our laser stuff, something you're looking for, just drop me a line. We'll figure it out. I'll do my best to help you. Try to put you in contact with somebody that might be able to get you what you're looking for. So, I do thank you all again. It is Monday night, so we'll be back on Wednesday. This Wednesday, we're probably going to take out small project night and work on the inlay, though. So, do plan on that for Wednesday. Otherwise, I hope you all have a most wonderful week. Hope it goes well for you, and we'll check you back out here on Wednesday. Peace.